All right, now we're going to come back here as part two. Okay, part two as we start to get in to the second half. Okay, again, same theme. Hard play action. Going to run a poco concept. So we got a post corner and then coming to the flat here. Nice read by Josh. They cover it really, really well. Bodies back there. Everybody getting depth. Everybody sitting here. Kick it to your back. Take what they're giving you. Positive plays, positive plays, positive plays. And it gives us a chance to win. Okay? So here we go again. Little fake toss in that direction. Going to run a post. Going to run a wheel. Looks like we're trying to get this over cross route right here. And then we're going to come back to a high-low with my in and my swing. Okay, so fake there. As I fake there, I'm looking to see, do I have it down the middle? Nope, I don't. Good coverage right there. Now we come back and read our high-low off of this guy. Maybe could have waited another tick if he wanted to see if that in's going to wrap around him, if that linebacker's going to match to the swing. But I like it. That guy gets depth. That guy holds inside the numbers. Take it out. Play the position. Let's rock and roll. Right? So everybody's talking about, oh, he only had 186 yards passing. And he did. And the big reason was because he had to take a lot of this stuff. They took away the shots down the field. They didn't complete the shots down the field. So it was playing the position, something that I thought he did well for the most part. Okay, I threw this on here. I threw this on here for Miami about a week ago when Tua did this. I'm going to tell you, all you young quarterbacks, coaches, don't harp on getting the ball out so quick that a quarterback can't be accurate with the football. What do I mean by that? We do these drills all the time where it's like, I'm going to throw you the football, and how fast can you get it out? How fast can you get it out? And we force quarterbacks to try to throw it without having the laces. If you normally throw with the laces, get the laces to throw the football. Don't sacrifice accuracy for quickness. And we do this too often. I saw Tua do it on a huge third down situation, I think it was, last week. Didn't have the laces, missed an easy throw on a swing to the back, and it cost him. Here's one where Josh does the same thing, doesn't get the laces. He's just trying to flip it out there, and boom, look what happens. We throw the ball back behind our receiver. If we put this ball on our receiver, I don't know if we get the blocks or not, but look at the advantage we have if we put it on our receiver out in front of him and give him a chance to run. Yes, we got a completion. Yes, not something we're going to think about, but late getting there forces a longer block, lets people come from the inside to help him, and we don't get nearly what we possibly could get with a better throw. Okay, I'm going to talk about details on the outside. I'm always going to say this to receivers. Pull down the line of scrimmage. Gain your leverage first. Understand these guys are going to move. If the throw is coming out here, they are going to move to the throw. So beat them to the spot. In this particular case, they bring pressure. It's a perfect look. Just go and block this guy from outside in. Seal the outside and make the inside guys block us. Tackle us. But look, I think that's Sherfield right there. He goes straight at him. Don't go straight at him. You go straight at him, what happens? This guy goes outside right now, and you lose leverage where you want leverage. How hard is it just to do this? Just to go outside and get that outside leverage. So even if he wants to shoot it outside at this point, now you can drive him to the sideline, and we've still got a window to take it up inside. If we go straight up to him, and this guy gains leverage, he's cut down all that extra space that we would have. So one way or another, you're going to gain a benefit by getting width right now, get outside of him. And then once you get outside of him, now you can stalk him however you need to stalk him to block him the way you want and to set up a big play. We get that one guy blocked out here. We get that one guy blocked and sealed. Holy cow. Give a good throw, get that guy sealed. That's a big play waiting to happen. And we end up getting 3 or 4 yards. Here we are in the red zone again. Okay? Red zone again. Tough. Tough sledding. I don't know. You tell me. Okay, maybe this quick out over here that they've got, but not a whole lot going. It's 3rd and goal right here. We got to get into the end zone. Not much happening. Josh is going to have to create again, and he does just that here as he comes moving to the outside. Great throw on the run. Good job by Shakir here working back, finding that spot, and catching the touchdown. See, sometimes it's not about the play design, it's about the players. Making plays in critical situations. Exactly what they did there. Okay? Little things, little details. Okay? So this is going to be a hot situation right here. Okay? So somebody asked the other day just about the idea of, why would you ever leave a defensive end free? I think people were asking in the Detroit game, how does Aiden Hutchinson ever get free as a defensive end in a pass pressure? Well, here's how. Okay, so we only have 5 guys blocking. Stephon Diggs is here. He's free releasing. So we've only got the 5 offensive linemen blocking. So how do we block it? We definitely want to block the 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we usually slide to the backside, or at least that's how I like to do it. Slide to the backside. So that's number 5. So this guy right here, number 32, would be my hot guy. If he comes, I'm hot. But what we do in a situation like that for the offensive lineman is we tell this offensive tackle that he's got a big duel. Okay, so he dual blocks between that linebacker and that defensive end, whoever is the biggest threat, or more importantly, whoever comes inside, I want to block him and make the furthest guy away from Josh Allen be the hot guy. So as we watch here, you're going to watch, 32 is going to hit it inside. The tackle's going to do his job and squeeze to the inside and leave. I think that's Karlaftis here as the free hitter. Defensive end, furthest guy away from the quarterback. He is my free hitter right here. They do it excellent as an offensive line and leave that guy furthest away from Josh as the hot guy. Okay, here's the next piece of it. Okay, what I always thought when I'm throwing a hot is I want to throw the ball as quick as I possibly can when this guy is as far away from me as possible. Why would you want to do that, Kurt? Why I want to do that is because it gives me as a quarterback more angles to get the ball around him, to negotiate where he's at, to get the ball and beat him with the throw. The closer he gets to me, the more he cuts down my ability to throw it around him because he's right in front of me. Big body, right in front of me. If I only have one throw, much easier for him to knock it down. Okay, so I want you to watch this right here. Right? He's coming, and it's not until he's right there where Josh is throwing the hot. Where Josh knew it was hot from the get-go, but he had to wait for Stephon Diggs to get all the way to his spot and turn around. So, again, let's go back and watch this whole thing. Okay, Stephon Diggs in the backfield. Look, he's got to avoid him and then get 2 yards down the field and then stop before Josh can throw it to him. Okay? Kurt, what would you propose here? All right? What I propose is I never want this guy to stop. I want this guy to understand when he's hot, and I want him to keep going and make himself available to me as soon as he possibly can. Okay, so as soon as he sees it's hot, don't run down and turn around. Just run out on your route, whatever that is, and peek back at me. Allow me the ability to throw it to you at any point. So right now, I can throw it to you because you're looking at me. Stephon Diggs is avoiding this guy. His eyes are back at the quarterback, whether he's running an angle, whatever he's supposed to do. Get your eyes back to the quarterback so I can throw it now, and I have the ability to negotiate 56 here with the throw. Longer I wait for him to turn around, now I got to throw it through that guy, and what happens? He tips it, knocks it away. It's the details of hot. Stay on the move. Get the ball out as quick as possible and take the advantage back from the defense. The more you cut down those throwing lanes, the closer a big guy gets to you, the harder it is to throw it around him. Okay, so again, details. And I don't know what's right on the details here. You're going to see Josh catch it. We're going to run a quick out here by Stephon Diggs. Then we're going to work it back, and we've got a cross and a shallow coming off of it. Okay, so again, these are the things that people see at home, where people watch on tape and they go, oh my gosh, why didn't Josh throw it right there? And I'm kind of with you. There's part of me that says, Josh, throw it. You're looking at it. Looks like you're ready. Throw it to him right there. We got enough space on that one-on-one defender. That's an easy completion there. Why didn't you throw it? I don't know the answer to that. But I want you to watch. Where's the ball? Okay? The ball is right here on the 16-yard line. Okay? Now, let's watch where Stephon Diggs breaks his route. Okay? Stephon Diggs is breaking his route at the most at the 19-yard line. Okay? So he's basically running a 3-yard route here. Now, in all my time playing quarterback, we never had a route that was 3 yards, okay? Outside of just a straight flat route. So I don't call that really a route. I'm just saying if it was a flat, he's just going straight to the flat right now to try to pull somebody out, not try to win on a route. So when you have a route, when you're sticking up the field and running a route, hardly ever had a 3-yard route unless it was set up as something special with the rub, all of that stuff. So all I'm saying here is, was this a case of Stefon Diggs catching Josh Allen before he was ready? Don't know the answer to that. Can Josh make up for it? Yeah, I'd like to think you can make up for it. You can be ready, and you can get this ball out to Stefon Diggs. But could that have been the reason? Because it's like he wants to, but he's a tick late being ready. It's like, oh, he came out of it. Now all of a sudden this guy's breaking. Now I got to get off of it, okay? But always have a plan after that, okay? So if I'm reading here, okay, and I don't like it because this guy chases it, okay? The next thing I want to do as a quarterback is I want to find the next guy. The next guy, right? Because I have a shallow and I have a cross. Find the next body. What does the next body do here? Don't panic. So it looks like here Josh goes from Stefon Diggs and then his eyes go all the way back here. I don't need your eyes all the way back there. I need your eyes to recover. He's gone. Recover to the next spot that we're going to read. So I'm going to read high-low here with my shallow to my cross. So if I come there, right, there I go. And again, we can talk about a lot of stuff up front. Maybe he was thrown off by the initial read. But if I can hold and stay through this, quarterbacks, this guy jumps down on the shallow. There's where I would like to go with the football if I have time, if I'm ready for that. Once outside linebacker covers Diggs, now go to the inside linebacker, read the high-low, and maybe we've got a shot up over the top for the first down for a big play. Said we settle for the one underneath. And so again, it's little things, it's little details, and I'm doing it based off of tape. I'm not doing it off of being in a room and knowing exactly what's being taught and what's going on, but this is just how I see it, how I would coach it when I'm watching. Okay? So, like the play call right here, this is what we call 7 pump. So 787 pump. 7 pump. 7 pump. And then I'm going to run the 8 or the influence down the middle of the field to try to grab any safety that's back here. Okay? So we're going to go here. What do? They run to that cover 2 again. He's going over to cover 2. So I'm kind of with Josh. I'm going to X out, even though this is my best player. I'm going to exit out because I've got nothing holding the safety. And I'm going to work back to this safety because this safety can be influenced, or I've got a shot down the middle of the field if he goes outside. If he goes inside on the influence, then I get what I want outside on the pump. Okay, so as we go back here to the front side, I like it. Okay, now here's the biggest thing. Okay, make a decision right here, Josh. Okay, is this guy turned and open to the outside? Rip this ball down the middle and take that one. Okay, if you want to take the 7 pump on the outside, you got to take it faster. 1, 2, 3, almost 4 hitches here. Okay, he's got a really deep drop, which I understand, but a really deep drop and then 4 hitches. Look how long his guy is out of this thing. Okay, so he's throwing it from the 10. All right, so his guy's 35 yards down the field before he even throws this ball. So we want to continue to talk about, well, go make that catch. Yes, it's a tough catch, but it's an opportunity right there. And it is. You know, there's a chance, and Josh can throw it a mile. But just like anything else, the further that ball travels in the air, the harder it is to gauge for a receiver. So get it up early with air, okay, with all the elements. It's harder. The longer it's in the air, the more chance it has to adjust with the wind. So all I would say right here is, Josh, get your read, 1 hitch it, and let it go. Okay? So 1 hitch it, let it go. Which one do you want? And I don't really care because I could see the argument that this guy turned his hips out there. I'm going to rip it down the middle, and I'm going to take that shot one-on-one. Okay? If you feel like he's turning his hips, which he does right there, you feel like, hey, I got the outside one, no problem. But whatever that read is when you get to that top of the drop and you're hitching, we need to throw it. Throw it sooner. You throw this sooner and you put it out there in front of him, and it gives us a much better shot to be able to complete that and have that big play that we were missing all night long. Okay, so here's the next one. So we're going to come back with a very similar play. Hard play action, go to the flat. We're going to run the 7 pump over here again. Then we're going to come with the big over route right here. Now for me, I was never a big fan of these double moves when a team went to 2 high safeties. Okay, so this guy comes back and that safety's there. I just always felt he was in a better position because we had to really chase him down and I had to throw it up against a guy that was already in position. But, here they do the little lean right there and then they just run and they get a one-on-one on the safety. And I know, just like, everybody's talking about, it's an unbelievable throw into the weather and right on the money. Okay, and all I'm going to say is, again, it's hard to gauge and track a ball 65 yards with a guy right on top of you, adjusting to it and trying to make that catch. Okay, it's a long throw. Ball's up there a long time to track it. Yes, should he catch it because it hits him in both hands? Of course. But these things are they're harder than they look, especially in the weather. It's hard to throw at 65 yards like Josh did. Special. Unbelievable. Then to get it where he got it, unbelievable. But there's a lot of factors going into it on the back end where, and again, I understand it. He ends up beating him right here. But to me, I say to myself, this guy's in great position. He's running with him. What are the odds? What's the percentage there? What about coming right back here to the big end, right? I get the safety to do what I expect. I don't get the one-on-one with outside leverage that I usually want on a 7 pump like the last play. The safety's turning from the inside. I don't really like it. Just come back to your high-low read right here. Come back to your high-low read right there and get your chunk play without having to throw it 65 yards. There it is. There's the one sitting out there in front of you. Now, again, I don't know what they told him. If you get one-on-one on the safety, throw it up. Let our best guy go against one of their safeties. All of that stuff could possibly be the case. But to me, when I was running this, what am I looking at? I'm coming back and I'm looking at the safety. Does the safety squat at all? No, safety's turning and running. He's got the advantage because he's already in position. Percentages go way down. Work on to the next guy and get our chunk play somewhere else. Yep, could have been caught. Yep, there's a lot of factors there, no doubt. But I'm looking at percentages. I'm trying to play the game and do what the defense gives me instead of trying to force it, okay? Here's another one. Talked about this earlier, okay? So we're going to run the corner route over the top, okay? We've got the choice route here inside, okay? I just want you to think back to what I was talking about before. It's how I always said I like my choice routes or my outs to burst release first. Burst release, get away from this defender, okay? Push up, break out. So you get away from that defender, and the other thing that it does is it puts pressure on the outside corner if he's a guy that's sitting down, okay? So you see how Dalton Kincaid goes up inside first, okay? So just visualize, what if Dalton Kincaid goes right here first? Now as a quarterback, my eyes go right here, and we put all the pressure on him with this high-low. Outside guy, or I mean the burst release by Kincaid is attacking the corner, and I just want you to watch right here. Watch how quickly the corner comes off here. Okay, corner comes off quick. Let's just say I burst and got outside of him right now. He would have to make that decision even a little bit quicker. He makes that decision a little bit quicker. We got a big play opportunity up over the top because that safety never gets back to his spot. They're trying to play cover 2 again here, and he never gets back there. Look how tight he is inside. If I can just give myself a little better opportunity with details. Or the other thing that I always said is I always like to read this top down. So I like to set my feet to the deep one, knowing I can always recover and be back on time to the underneath one. So a lot of that can affect what a quarterback does. If he sets for the quick one, you're more apt to throw the quick one no matter what. If you set for the deep one, then it forces you to see that defender until the deep one comes open and then react. I believe if he does that, not saying he's supposed to, not saying that's how they read it, but if he does that, I'm telling you, if he does that, he's going to see this guy jump and he's going to hit this one over the top as he did earlier in the game, and it's going to be a huge play for the Bills, right? And again, you see what happens. Because he didn't burst outside. So if he bursts outside and catches this, he's already outside this corner with a chance to turn down to the outside. Because he went straight vertical on this, look at this. When he catches it, this corner is still outside of him and is able to force this to a short gain instead of a possible catch it outside the corner, his hips turned inside, and I can turn the corner and maybe get closer to the first down. Details, little things, right? Lots of different ways to do it. It's just why. Why do you do it the way that you do it? What's the best way to do it? Okay, so here, Stefon Diggs running a choice route. Okay, I will say this over and over and over again. I hate the choice route with the go on the outside. I hate that combination. Why do you hate that, Kurt? I hate it because if you're looking at the choice first, you really have nowhere to recover to. Okay, meaning that if they squeeze this choice from the outside, if they squeeze it, or here, if they double it, and I'm going to look over there and they double it, what do I do with the football? I like to keep my eyes connected to the side that I'm reading initially. So what I liked and what we always used to do is run a deep comeback here. So if they want to squeeze or double team Stefon Diggs on the choice, I can stay to that side, I can go right out to my comeback, and I can go 1 to 2 because I chose that side. Instead of having to come back to the other side and figure it out. Or to try to jam it in there like this because Stefon Diggs comes off and he comes off a little bit slow. I don't know if he feels this guy coming down, thinks he's going to be doubled, trying to make himself available. But Josh is stuck knowing I went to this side. I got to kind of jam it in here to my choice route instead of just going, oh my gosh, both of them, sink, great. Now I get a one-on-one outside with the throw. I can recover back to that side. I don't have to get back to the other side and figure out what's going on. I can stay to that one side. Miscommunication here, and I understand why. Diggs might have seen the other guy coming down. Josh is trying to get it on him quick, and a miscommunication and a missed opportunity for a completion. But a little better concept, and now I can be a little more patient to see that guy drive down. Oh, he drives down. Now I can get right up over the top to the comeback. So again, details to me. I'm trying to figure this one out. So we've got an influence here. We've got a 6-yard out here, and it looks to me like we're running an in route here. So I'm going to guess that they're trying to run a high-low off of these two guys right here and get this throw. But, you know, the thing that's so hard about this for me is you've got 3 backers here, or I should say you have 2 backers and then a corner right here in the underneath portions of the zone. So if we're going to isolate and throw this, we have got to, so let's say we want to throw this. We want to throw this high-low right here with the out and the in. Okay, the most important guy to clear out is this linebacker right here. I got to get him cleared out because if I don't, the outside backer, so if I don't, outside backer can jump this, okay? And as I go to run this in, now the in works to that next linebacker, and I have nothing there because I'm running this influence from the number 2 spot, which never really gets into a position to threaten that Mike linebacker. The concept is not bad, but it's just why do you do it this way? So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run Stefon Diggs down the middle of the field. I am going to clear this Mike linebacker out or give myself an option with my best player down the middle of the field. Then from there, I can go ahead and run this same concept right here. And so now I can truly high-low this guy and take the Mike linebacker out of it. When we do it the opposite way here, even though you say to yourself, oh, we're running the same play. Well, we're not really because this guy being so wide, safety easily holds leverage and takes that away. The other thing that it does is it keeps this outside linebacker outside of Stefon Diggs as he's trying to break and take that away. So I've played right into the leverage and responsibilities of what I would expect the defense to do in cover 2. And then once again, that clear out is so far away from this Mike linebacker that he's turning and he's there to take away this in route over on that side, and we're in trouble. Now, the one thing I could say is, oh, hey, we don't want to throw it to this side against cover 2. Against cover 2, go ahead and read it to the backside and read the high-low off the corner. Okay, I could live with that if you wanted to do something else to the front side and you thought, okay, in certain coverages, corner off, now we're in a better spot to attack those two guys with three because we don't have that third guy underneath. I could live with that if that's what you were saying. And so if that was the case, then I'd like Josh to read it off to the backside here. Corner falls off. Go ahead and take your back to that side. But to me, the front side, we're jamming something in against a coverage that, right? What do we think when we get a 3-by-1? This guy is going to be in between the 2 and the 3 guy. So he's going to be in between us. So with Stephon Diggs breaking outside, that guy's going to hold leverage. This guy is going to be in between 2 and 3 most of the time too. So this guy is going to have a hard time crossing his face, where the number 3 guy, easier to have leverage and to clear this up for the quarterback trying to jam it in. And this, I mean, just fortunate all the way around because, again, look at this corner. He's turning inside too because of the concept that we have here. He's turning inside and looking back. So this is tipped away by the slot defender, but this is the one that I think Snead picks off here. He's sitting there waiting for it. If it doesn't get tipped, he gets an interception too. But just leverage details, to me, cause all kinds of problems on that play. Love this play design. Just excellent job. So we see we got man-to-man coverage. Shakir, we're going to start him back as if we're going to run a swing. See what it does. I love it. He gets started. Boom. This guy takes off. Then we bring this guy back. This was a huge situation where we needed a conversion if we're the Bills. Great play design. Boom, we throw it. Easy first down. Well done. I love the back end too. Okay, so the back end, you expect to get man-to-man, and they're running a double cross here. Okay, so it's a play that is run. It's kind of like a mesh concept, but a deep mesh concept against man-to-man where you try to create a deep rub. You try to influence that middle safety and go away from him. So I love this, that we've got this throw right here. If I don't have it, we've got a bunch of man beaters going, or we get high-lows to both sides if we're playing against some sort of zone. Really like the play design right here, along with the way they doctored it up to get the easy throw and completion for Josh in the first down. Love this. Another one. Got to get the first down. Okay, so we're going to run the flat, the hook, the corner, call it popcorn. Great decision here by Josh. Quick read. Get the ball out of his hands. 3rd, 5 situation. We need to convert here. Boom. Love it. Great read. They're trying to combo all of this. So this guy's sitting for the outside guy. This guy's playing the hook. Just can't get there fast enough with the combo. Nice. Boom. No hesitation. Josh ready. Knows what he's seeing. Reading that outside guy. Get the ball on his guy. All right. So we see up to this point, Josh has really played a pretty good game. He hasn't been helped by some of the concepts, but for the most part, he's done a good job of reading it out, taking what the defense gave him. Said all year long, that's where Josh Allen was at his best. Not being a superhero, which we know he can be at times, but playing the game in front of him. Taking what the defense gives him. This game, they are in this game with an opportunity to win it because he played that way. And then we got down to the last 2 plays of the game. Okay? And this is where it changed. Okay? So right here, we're going to run Shakir down the middle on kind of a post. Okay? So I don't know what Josh saw here. I don't know what the idea was here. But they're going to double Shakir here. They're going to have 2 guys that run back to cover him. So if I'm looking at this at all, my first read is going to be this safety. That safety gets depth. I am right down to my tight end, to my shallow, because I haven't gained the leverage. Now, if they went to a 2-high safety look and they had a safety high and he was outside and we get inside of him, yes, I'm looking there. And then I'm going to my tight end outside and then I'm coming off of it. But because they have a 2 safety look here and this safety stays inside and this guy stays outside, just come right down to what's in front of you and make the completion. We don't have to try to throw it, but there's just nothing here that says that's the throw, right? From the get-go, eyes on the right guy, which he'd been doing great this entire game, seeing it, coming off of the things, not forcing the ball down the field, just play the play. Take it to one of your underneath 2 guys We're getting a first down right here. We're getting closer. And we're making it easier for our kicker if we have to end up kicking. Okay, so then we come back with their last play. Okay, so their last play right here. Going to have a go here. This is a play that I like to call knife. So we're running a guy down the middle of the field. Okay, then we're going to run the quick under. And then normally you have a second under out here. But instead of doing that, they're going to run a return here. So the idea is the same. Okay, so we're going to try to attack down the middle. They've been playing cover 2. We know it. Cover 2. So the idea is, read that guy right there. Now he's already from the get-go, right there, he's already getting depth. That's where my eye should be right now, is this defender is already getting depth. Because he's gotten depth, my goal is to hit this ball right underneath him. But I'm going to read this slot defender. If that slot defender sinks and grabs him, then I'm going to recover outside to this return. Like the play design right here. Boom, there it is. There it is right there. That's the throw. This guy gave it to you. He got soft. Just give it to him. Give it to him right here. I don't know. I don't know if he gets the first down. I don't know, if he moves the chains or if we just make this a shorter kick for our kicker. But there's the throw right now off of the initial read. Get the ball, see the Mike linebacker. Okay? He's getting depth right there. That ball should be out right now, and that's really the first read. Both of these guys are one here based on what this Mike linebacker does. Another one where Josh just gets hung up trying to push the ball down the field and make the big play, or at least it appears he is. Right here, not sure. He ends up looking backside, which I'm not sure why. Should just be playing this front side off of this defender, inside out, make the completion, do what you've done all day, and maybe, now there's no guarantees, but maybe that changes the outcome of this game. Played a really, really good game across the board for the most part, but I said it in one of my tweets. Sometimes you just got to play perfect, or you got to play the best game through the entirety of it. When the other team's playing well, you have to make every play. It's hard to ask.